I just want to start off this video by saying thank you, Jesus, that Cash is in the villa. I don't even think Jeremy likes anyone, to be honest. Jeremy just looks like he's just there for vacation, like a free holiday. I just feel like Isaiah is playing three of you. And, you know, Shannon and her big mouth. Honestly, I even forgot Olivia was in the house. I'm not even lying, you guys. I really thought she had left and nobody just told us why she left. So Cash starts crying. Like, can my sis catch a break? Olivia doesn't care for Giovanni. You could tell she's like, oh, I'm just putting in more effort because I can see all the effort he's putting in. But even the effort she's trying to put in is literally this tiny. No do Maya no. Hey everyone, I'm your host Moayoku, and today I am back with another video on Love Island USA Season 3, Episode 8. Let's get straight into the video. I just want to start off this video by saying thank you, Jesus, that Cash is in the villa, because yesterday would have been my last video on Love Island because I would have stopped watching this show, okay? So I just want to thank the Lord that Cash is safe. Roxy ended up going home. I didn't feel bad. I did feel bad for Leanne just because I feel like she should have pursued somebody else. I feel like literally she put all her eggs in one basket, and that was to pursue Cinco. But obviously Cinco had a thing going with Trina, so the chances of Cinco really picking her were like slim to none. So I don't know why she went for Cinco, but I mean, hey, listen, she came to the villa, pursued who she wanted, didn't get it, and she's leaving a boss, okay? Still beautiful, still pretty, still a queen, period. So the episode did start with Isaiah and Amy talking to each other, and Amy is telling Isaiah how she likes him. You know what? I like Amy, so I'm not gonna come for her. But clearly, Amy is just trying to stay in the house. And honestly, I don't even know if I'm mad at her, because I know she has nothing going on with Jeremy. Jeremy is boring. And I don't really think she likes Isaiah either, like that. Like, I think she's just saying she does, so, you know, she stays in the villa. I don't think she cares for either one of those men. So I really hope the two new boys that are coming in will please Amy, because as of now, nobody in that villa pleases Amy. And as much as she makes it seem like, oh, she cares for Jeremy or she cares for Isaiah, she doesn't. You could tell she looks like, honestly, she looks like she couldn't be bothered with any of those two. But she's talking to Isaiah, and Isaiah is telling her how he doesn't know where his head is at because he's thinking about Roxy, Cash, and Amy. So he's like, yeah, he doesn't know where his head is at, and he's not sure because he doesn't know who to pick. He doesn't know who he has a stronger connection with, blah, 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 blah. He's talking. But then later on in the episode, Shannon is in the dressing room, and she's like, I just feel like Isaiah is playing three of you. And, you know, Shannon and her big mouth. Honestly, in as much as I don't like Shannon, I am happy she did call this out, because Cash didn't even know that Isaiah was apparently whispering the same beautiful things to Roxy and to Amy as well. So apparently Isaiah was telling all three girls how he has the best time with them in the villa, that he really likes three of them, that he's had the best time with them. So he basically, like, he just kept on repeating the same thing he would repeat to one to the other. So that was that for Isaiah. So I don't even know, I'm not really sure what Isaiah's intentions are in that villa either. Although he did save Cash, I really don't think his intentions are pure with Cash. I just think I don't think his intentions are pure. I don't really know where to place Isaiah just yet. Like, I need a few more episodes to kind of like discover who he really is, but I don't trust him. As of now, I don't trust him. All I know is that I trusted him for picking Cash, and he did what he had to do. Johnny and Olivia go for a chat. Honestly, I even forgot Olivia was in the house. I'm not even lying, you guys. I really thought she had left, and nobody just told us why she left, because I didn't even know she was still there. Like, when she appeared on the screen, I was like, oh, okay, you're still here, okay. So she's talking to Giovanni. Let's talk about Giovanni. I didn't have an opinion on him for the last 7 episodes. But this episode, he really made me feel like I could like him. Like, he was talking to Cash when Cash was crying, because Cash was kind of confused after she had heard the news about how Isaiah is whispering the same beautiful nonsenses. The same beautiful nonsense to each person, like Roxy, Amy. So Cash starts crying. Like, can my sis catch a break? In fact, can Cash actually catch a break in that house? Like, poor sis be going through it, really. But so she was crying, and then Giovanni comes up to her, and he's like, why are you crying? You're a black queen. Don't do this. When you came into the house, you came in strong. Stay strong. Like, he was really like, that was the first time I've ever seen Giovanni serious. Literally, like, I couldn't believe that was him talking. I kept on looking at my screen like, is this the same man? Like, he really redeemed himself. He was really talking and uplifting Cash, and we love to see it, okay? So anyway, he's talking to Olivia, and Olivia does not like this man. Not even one bit. Not even one bit. Olivia doesn't care for Giovanni, but Giovanni somehow cares for her, and he does recouple with her towards the end of the episode, but there's nothing there. Like, Olivia doesn't care for Giovanni. You could tell she's like, oh, I'm just putting in more effort because I can see all the effort he's putting in. But even the effort she's trying to put in is literally this tiny. Like, can you see how close my fingers are? Like, it's this tiny, meaning I don't even see the effort she's really trying to put in. You could tell it's all forced, and I don't really like that for her. So she should just stop. But at the end of the day, I feel like everyone is trying to play the game at this point, and it's like, even if I don't find love, let me just stay in the villa till I find it. And when I mean stay in the villa till I find it, even if it means coupling up with somebody I do not care for, let me just do that so I can stay in the villa. So I guess that's what the game is. Like, Giovanni usually plays too much. Like, he's always joking around, laughing, cracking jokes. He's literally the clown of the villa, which we love to see it, but he needs to calm down, because if he really thinks he's gonna find a connection like that, especially with Olivia, Then they have the challenge, and Roxy and Cash both pick Isaiah to kiss. Then Trina and Leanne both pick Cinco. And then when Leanne is kissing Cinco, I don't know, I think Florida turns to Trina and she's like, don't worry. And she's like, oh, I'm not worried. I'm like, okay, whatever. Kira and Olivia actually shocked me during this challenge. Like, they actually did really good. But then Roxy ended up winning. I guess Roxy did come out of her shell, because usually she's deemed like the shy girl. But then during this challenge, I don't know, like the shyness disappeared. It's like, where's the shyness? Like, is this the same Roxy? Or did y'all replace her? Because she did her thing during the challenge and then she won. And then Florita picks Corey. Florita doesn't like Corey. Absolutely not. If anything, we see her talking to Jeremy this episode. She might as well just go with Jeremy, because you could tell she doesn't like Corey. So couple up with Jeremy. And then again, I don't even think Jeremy likes her. I don't even think Jeremy likes anyone, to be honest. Jeremy just looks like he's just there for vacation, like a free holiday. Bet. Let me just sit here, because Jeremy, he should have gone home tonight. I know it was recoupling. I know like girls have to leave tonight, but Jeremy should have gone tonight. He really should have left the villa. So after the whole drama with Shannon calling out Isaiah, telling the girls that basically she thinks he's a player, Cash goes and talks to Isaiah and she's like, listen, people don't really like him at the moment because they feel like he's being fake and he's talking to other girls and saying the same thing to everyone, and they think he's playing a game. So Isaiah is there trying to defend himself, like, no, I really want you. I only want you, blah, 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 blah. But to be fair, during the recoupling, Isaiah gave a beautiful speech about Cash in front of everyone. So at that point, if Roxy and Amy were confused on where they stood with Isaiah, I think Isaiah made it pretty clear where he stood and that he wants Cash. So during the recoupling, Will picks Kira. Those two also need to leave. I just feel like they're very relevant in the villa. Honestly, they could have been the two people who left and then kept Leanne and Roxy, but they're very boring. Josh picks Shannon. Don't care for Shannon. Don't care for Josh. Actually, I do actually like Josh. I actually do like Josh, but Josh needs to find somebody else. Shannon is making me not like him. So hopefully Josh moves on to somebody else. Corey picks Florida. I don't think Florida likes Corey. Corey is probably head over heels for Florida. Don't think she likes him. Jeremy picks Amy. I don't think Jeremy likes Amy. I don't think Amy likes Jeremy. Jeremy doesn't like anybody. Jeremy can leave the villa. Cinco picks Trina. His speech was long and irrelevant and unnecessary, and I barely listened because he was like, when I walked into this house, I knew she was the one. No, you didn't. Or actually, yes, you did. You did know she was the one. So why were you playing Cash if you knew she was the one? Because he was like, I knew she was the one. She was the right one for me as soon as I walked in. Giovanni picks Olivia. Olivia doesn't like Giovanni. Pretty sure Giovanni really likes Olivia. And Isaiah picks Cash. And that's how the episode ended. But that's it for tonight's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, thank you so much for coming back. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys when I talk about episode 9.